Odo. I can't see without my glasses. How are you? And why aren't you sleeping, Odo? I'm okay now that I've taken a shower and washed my hair. You like, well, what's up? What's going on? What it look like? The sister just got out the shower trying to do this hair. That's what's up. Talking about what's going on. How you doing, man? I'm okay now that I've had my shower. Now that I've had my shower. Now that I'm out of the city. Now that I'm back in the country, I'm good. Ha 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 ha. How you doing? Cloud nine. Okay. It's payday. You got married. You had a baby. Cloud nine. You wrote a book. Hmm. Odo, what are you still doing awake? That was the question for you. What are you still doing awake? Hello. Why did you get on? What happened? Did you delete it? Are you under my name on WhatsApp? Where are you supposed to look at? All right. Oh, Vivian, you subscribed and I wasn't even here. Were you talking to me when I wasn't listening? You'll be sleeping later today. My phone have been off. Oh, you had no power? I know how that is when you have no power. Vivian, hi. I'm glad you subscribed. You subscribed when I wasn't even looking, or were you listening to me before I left? But that's so nice of you to subscribe. But I hope you check out the channel because a lot of weird things happen over here. What's up, Mr. Billy Miller? Happy Tuesday. I told Vivian she better check out the channel because a lot of weird things happen over here. Illuminati, what's up? You keep on scaring me. You keep on scaring me, Illuminati. Ooh, my day was interesting. I was ranting on the live before this one. I'm not going to start that ranting. You can hear the ranting before this live. I was venting. I was ranting, but it was for a good cause. In a nutshell, I'm going to repeat it over here. In a nutshell, it means that you have to speak up for yourself. Right? You have to speak up for yourself. When it comes to your health, you have to speak up for yourself. Who has the last so? The last say so is to who? The patient, not to the doctor. They don't have the last say so, and that's what I was going on and on about. Dude, the PA, he had the nerve to tell me where my arm's supposed to be being able to lift to, and decided that he was going to lift my arm after I told him that my arm can go to right here. So yeah, he kind of made me a little bit PO'd there. He did. He made me PO'd. He's not even the one who did the surgery. He's just the. I know. Well, you better remember what I said. When you walk in, who has the last say so? The patient. 'Cause I don't play with them. And then I had to turn back because what I told them I needed on my paperwork, they didn't do. I'm thinking to myself, excuse me, but that's not what I asked y'all to do. Like, don't even try me. I might be an introvert, but when it comes to my medical care, don't play with me. Because I was like, no, y'all better get this paperwork right. And I just stood there. Now, mind you, I was very nice and professional as usual, but I stood there with that look like, yeah, we're going to get this corrected because I'm not going nowhere until it's corrected. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. But seriously, though, you got to be proactive about your health and don't let them just do stuff to you. Some people don't ask questions, and you really have to. You do. You do. You do. You do. You do. But anyway, other than that, my day was good. But my day was still good because the introvert singer was advocating for herself. No introvert. You had to put the introvert on the back burner. You had to put it on the back burner, and I picked it up after I walked out the office. Always be kind and respectful, even when people want to, whatever. I mean, they were kind of professional. Only one person tried to get a little slick. And I just politely got back, politely slick with him too. Like, don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. Let me correct that. Anyway, how was your day, the motivational minister? And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, well. I had a doctor like that one time. Those are the kind of doctors I got to stop going to because if you don't want to answer my questions, then we've got a problem. I just ignore them when I see them getting flustered. I do. I act like I don't notice that they're getting flustered. Yep. I just act like I don't notice. You're getting a little bit bothered by the questions. That's why I was saying earlier that when you hear that word practice, family practice, whatever practice, remember what that word means. And God forbid the ones who went to school but didn't really study. You know what I mean? Then they're in there practicing. Like, don't be practicing on me. But that's what they're doing. So keep that in mind. So we got to help them practice right. So when they start trying to tell you something, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, are you sure? Anyways, how you doing today? I don't want to. So you can amp it up when you go to your appointment on Thursday. Go in with an arsenal. Cause when I used to go in all the time, I had my little paper, all my little questions already on the paper. So I'm not gonna forget. No, I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna write it down. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, I had a good day. All jokes aside, there's a lot of stuff. The saddest thing I heard this year, and I don't even want to really say it, but I'm gonna say it because we need to pray for that lady. That couple that the delivery went so wrong. You guys know that story that was in the Georgia area where the person that was delivering the baby and then they unalived the baby by removing the baby's head off the body. That was horrible. I don't know where that I don't know where the end of that story was, but that was horrible. Like horrible, 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 horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And if y'all hear that music in the background, it's not me. If I can hear it, that means you guys can hear it. You would think there's some little children singing. There are some little children singing. No, 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 no. It happened earlier this year. It's the same one. I hope it didn't happen again. But I'm just saying, when he talked about malpractice, I mean, I don't know what happened at the end of that situation, but that was horrible. And I'm gonna say it was a lack of experience. Maybe they hadn't practiced enough. What did I eat for dinner? An apple. Can you hear that song? There's some kids. My mom is watching this thing. Don't worry about it. I'll deal with YouTube. Yeah, there's some little kids singing in the background. I'm trying to figure out why in the world the shower is still dripping. Like, why is the shower still dripping? That's what's more got my attention lately because my hands have been doing crazy stuff. Maybe my hands are too weak. Actually, I ate before I left for the doctor, which was about early, and then I ate an apple on the way home, which was about 4:45, something like that. I think I heard this lady talking about that. This YouTuber, she was saying that's why she gives birth at home. And if I'm not mistaken, this is probably what you're talking about. And then that person, something bad happened to that person, right? She was telling a story about this lady that was disregarded. But I've seen that. I've experienced that too. And that's what I was telling my mom because I'm like, I'm sitting in, you know how they put you in a little room, you're waiting, waiting and waiting in the room. I don't know how it is at your doctor's office, but long story short, I'm sitting in the room. Mind you, I had been in there for 20 minutes, about 20 minutes already. I hear the PA who is on duty today. I hear him talk to that person. I hear the person exit the room. That means that their session is over, right? Then I hear the medical assistant bring another person into the room beside me. Another person. Then I hear the PA go in there again. I was like, wait a minute. Am I like hearing things? So I'm like, why am I in here sitting and waiting? I had to take a deep breath. I said, Vita, don't try to overreact here. And I was like, and then I heard him do it again. And I was like, enough already. Oh, wow. I would hope so. That's like a dangerous thing. But that was interesting, though. I felt that today. And I'm like, is that intentional that y'all putting all these people before me when I audibly know that I was like put in that room before those other people put in their room? Like, help me understand here. And that's not the first time. Like, why am I like the last one leaving the office? It seems like every time my appointment comes. And I know I wasn't the last one to go into the room, the little exam room. That stuff happens. It does. Even now, even today. Yes, it does. My little puffs are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Doop, 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 doop. But anyway, I try to tune it out sometimes. But sometimes you just can't tune it out because it's so blatant. Blatant. But I was really paying attention today because it was quiet and I wasn't having the anticipation of surgery. Surgery's done. I wasn't thinking about none of that kind of stuff. So I was very much in tune with my surroundings to hear all that back and forth. And I'm still there just waiting. Long story short, I waited like almost 40 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, that was a long time. But here we go, subject change. And the TV show that I can rewatch forever is Dr. Quinn, the Medicine Woman. Yay! Why is this shower leaking like this? That's what I want to know. Like, what is up in here? Mo Better Blues. It said TV show now. Come on now. That's not a TV show, is it? Or you just on switched it to a movie? Tombstone. Oh, I actually saw that the other day. After you said it, then I finally saw it. It came on the Grit channel. Cause I have Air TV. I don't have all that fancy cable stuff and satellite that some of you guys have. No, I'm just saying that's an AI question. I didn't throw it up. AI did. I just thought it was a good opportunity to do a subject change and leave that morbid subject alone. I'm more concerned about why this shower is suddenly leaking. I'm like, I'm not trying to. Oh, you like Seinfeld? I used to watch that all the time too. I'm like, yeah, The Neighborhood. That must be a cable show. I never heard of that one. The Neighborhood. But there's some shows that were like on NBC or ABC that I couldn't always get for some reason. ABC and NBC always was doing too much in my neighborhood. And there were shows I would want to watch, but then they wouldn't come on. There is something obviously wrong with this shower. And it was not doing that this morning. Oh, it's not one thing, it's another. Chicago PD night. Nah, okay. I don't know that show. I know that he came out with a show, but I think that was on a channel that I don't think I got very well. I don't remember ever hearing that name actually. I don't remember hearing that name, The Neighborhood. That's the one that came out when? In the maybe like what, 10, 10, 15 years ago? Or is it newer than that? I would have to Google that one. Is that a Nigerian show? Oh no, you're trying to be funny. I would have to Google that one too. Inkoli Inka Nia. I watched some of the what you call it, movies from Africa. I would definitely have to go Google that one. Okay. Okay. Nope, never heard of that one either. I'm sure it's a good one. This is us. How come I those must have been on channels that I just didn't get. But I think I heard that in the back of my mind. One of my all time classics was what's the name of that show? And I had looked it up one day and I can't think of it right now. The one back in the day, from way back in the day, when the little short guy used to say, the plane. I can't remember the name of that show right now, though, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You do. If nobody else knows, you should know. NBC, that's what I was just saying. NBC and ABC shows, for whatever it was, everywhere that I've lived, those channels were always the ones that were the hardest to come out. Because I pretty much had Air T all my life. I paid for cable when I was on my own and as an adult, but then once I didn't have to do that no more, I stopped doing that too. That's for me. I'm like, that's for kids. I don't watch TV like that. Be paying all that money for no TV channels that I'm not watching. But yeah, NBC. I don't even hardly get NBC on my TV right now. I can get it on my mom's TV, but not mine. I don't know what's up with my TV. Now it looks like I'm about to create a plumber bill because I don't know why in the world this shower is just dripping and dripping and dripping. But anyway, never a dull moment. Always something happening. Always something happening. I mean, it's really dripping. I'm like, it was not doing this morning, but all of a sudden, I mean, it's like dripping, like noticeably dripping. Like why? Like why? I have to look that up. It sounds familiar, but whatever it was or is, I just couldn't watch it. It wasn't coming up. It wasn't coming on my little TV. Yeah. It sounds like an interesting show. I like the idea of us. And when I was driving to the doctor, everything happens for a reason. I heard this man giving some points about marriage, and I was like, okay, God, you put me in this car at this time to hear this message because I was about to change the radio station. Then I heard the man say, oh, marriage. I was like, oh, then first I was about to skip it, and I was like, nope. I felt like, nope, go back, gotta go back and listen, girl, go back and listen. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's just that good. I'll take your word for it. It's just that good. You hear that sound? That sound like rain? That's the water that's dripping. It's dripping just that much. Sounds like rain. Anyway, back to work I go on Monday. Back to work I go on Monday. I don't know if I'm happy or sad. I don't know if I'm happy or sad. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's raining in the shower. It's raining. When Walmart gonna get me? Walmart not gonna get me. I've been listening to that lady on Instagram. You do not need to go shopping. What's her name? The economy something. She keeps saying you do not need matching pajamas for Christmas. You do not need no decorations. But she has saved me though, because I was doing some stuff for real. And then she was saying, take those things out of the cart. You do not need to go shopping on Amazon. And I was like, ooh. And then she cracks me up when she says, go clean out your refrigerator. Go clean out your closet. You're just bored. In some cases, she is correct. Sometimes people are just bored. Now, this is really weird. But I guess that's how things just break. I don't know what to do. I don't even know where to turn the water off at. But it's just suddenly just dripping like crazy. It's not like it's a little drip. I mean, it's dripping. I'm on a no-spend budget till I get back to the working world. I'm on a no-spend budget. You talking about Walmart. I'm talking about a plumber. I'm going to need a whole plumber. That's beyond Walmart. No way I can listen to that all night. No, it's dripping. It's dripping too much. All I'm going to be thinking about is all that water just dripping down the drain. So I got to get somebody on that like tomorrow. And it's not like a one drip every 2 minutes now. You don't hear that sound? That sound like rain in the background. Sound like rain. Exactly. That's how loud it is. I have to close the door not to hear that sound all night, sounding like rain coming down. You know me, I'm country. I already put a basin up under there to catch that water. That water can't go down in vain. No, no, no. And if the way it's dripping, that basin will be filled before I wake up. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. My top puff don't want to do right. I already did it twice now. I'm about to tell that top puff to cut it out. That top puff is not being obedient. Anyway, as I was listening to the man on the radio, which happened to be Moody Radio, because that's what I usually listen to, Hope FM or Joy FM or Moody Radio or something like that in my car. And he was talking about the fact that being selfless. I don't know. He had me kind of like about to switch the channel because he was saying something and I was like okay. But like they say, you got to learn how to hear people out. So I was like, let me hear him out. And he was talking about the fact that sometimes in some relationships, let me see, let me make sure I can say this right. Make sure I say it right. He was talking about, his point was saying that sometimes only one person is showing the example of how God is and how God should love unconditionally and unselfishly. He said sometimes one is doing it in the marriage and not both. And he was saying that one should not lose heart, basically. That's what he was saying. And then he was saying even if the other one never does it, the person that's doing it is evolving and becoming stronger or something like that, he was saying. I can't say it exactly how he said it. But the point was that it may never be two people doing it. But he brought it back around. I guess I shouldn't have said it because I can't remember the ending. The long story short was he was saying don't give up. Don't give up when one person acting crazy. And then I started saying, and then he clarified it again. So I wish I could play it back for you, but I can't play it back for you. I guess what I'm saying is sometimes the road get rough, but you got to still act like Jesus. The road may get rough, but you got to still act like Jesus. That's what I took home. As I'm back here playing with the shower again. Oh, Lordy. But yeah. I wish I could have recorded the ending in my head. What are you saying yes for? Oh, Odeli. Hi. Odell Jude. I'm not Odeli. Trying to make your name into another language too. I guess that's Odell Jude. How are you doing? I thought that was you. Odo. What you saying yes to? The fact that one person's got to keep on acting like Jesus. That could be a rough road, though. A rough road. I don't know how to turn off the water supply in the shower. Or do I know how to turn it off? That's what my mind is telling me now. This water supply needs to be turned off because I just can't hear this water dripping all night. No! But in order for the water to be dripping, that means that the faucet is not stopping the water. That's the obvious thing. So it's the the knobs. Correct? Correct. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, that's why I had to improvise. Now this is the tricky part. When I get to the back, when I get to the back, that's when they say, Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. This is rosemary oil and castor oil. Actually, it's rosemary. Actually, fresh rosemary and castor oil. For those who want to know that information. And what I was spraying on my hair earlier was from Avon. This brand right here from Avon. Propoly Data, which is pretty good. I use it like it's gold because it is golden. Yeah, it's golden. So I use it like it's golden. Whew, Lord. Whew, whew, whew. This is the challenging part. Hmm. I guess I needed to bend down before I remembered. He was saying, let me see if I can get it right this time. The ending to bring the conclusion was, and I think a lot of us know this, a lot of people get married, but they don't get married forever, to be in a marriage forever. They get married up until everything is not going the way that they want it to go, and then they're ready to jump out. And then he was giving an example about him and his wife and how he's become like five different people since they've gotten married. Because, like he said, when they got married, they were this age, and then as they grew older, people change. That part. In many ways, people change. And that's what he was saying in the long run when he was giving a bunch of his examples. The conclusion was that people need to be married because they want to be married forever. And the thought of jumping ship should never be in your mind. If that's in your mind, then you might as well not get married. But that's my part. I threw that part in. But that's what he was talking about. I just had to bend down. I bent down, the blood rushed to my head, and then it came back to me. All of his examples led to that point. Marriage is forever. Yep. That part. You know how many people I've heard talk about a divorce before they even get married? What sense that make? Why even get married if that's what you're going to be thinking about? And I've heard that so many times. And guess what happens? A divorce comes because that's how they started out. They already planned it. They already spoke it into existence. I'm like, do yourself a favor. Keep your money in your pocket. Don't. Don't do it. I'm just saying. Whew. Whew. All right. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Whew. I did it. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Now this water is running, yo. Whew. It's running. And I gotta go to a plan B. I gotta go to a plan B, a plan B, a plan B, 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 B. Whew. The battle is over. The battle is over. You had told me that before. Was that you that told me that before? Somebody told me that before. Was that you? I think it was you. Wasn't that you? I think so. Somebody told me that before, and I had to be in the YouTube world. Yeah, okay, because I heard that already. You're brave. I think I probably swallowed some in the past. Because I definitely didn't take them out, but then they like disappeared. I used to have problems with my tonsils. I was supposed to take them out years ago, but I never did take them out. They're still in there doing whatever they do. Unless they just deteriorated. Oh, wow. Do you know why you keep getting those? Is it because of something? I guess maybe you know why. Sounds painful though. I know when my tonsils used to act up, it was one of the most painful things in my throat. This is really weird. The shower just went from not doing this to doing this. Like, what in the world? Like, what in the world? Now that's kind of weird. The sink has a valve, the toilet has a valve, but the shower doesn't have a valve. Why is that? Or maybe it does have a valve and I just don't know where it is. Well, I will turn it off. Oh, it could be maybe the med. You get medicine or you just be breathing? Or maybe the effect of the air, the oxygen, the air. That provides oxygen, correct? That just provides oxygen. Or is it a purifier? I always get that mixed up. It just provides air directly to your airway. Is it air or is it oxygen? Okay, I had to turn off the water a lot tighter than usual, so that means that that can't be good. That's only stripping the thing on the inside, right? Yep. But at least it stopped that rainfall. I think it's just my hand. My little hand is my right hand gets tired of doing everything. My right hand gets weaky. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know people that use it, and I've seen the, like you say, the do what it do type thing. But I always think isn't it like some type of what you call it, like an evaporator? But anyway, I got you. I've seen them. I've seen them in action. I've seen them in action. But distilled water has its own purifying effect. Well, I would say that I did my hair a whole lot faster this time, even though it looks how it looks, but it is what it is. It's gonna do what it do. And this one on the top of my head is not doing right, and I'm gonna leave it alone because if I do it again, I might make me scream. But I'm gonna leave it up there, leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone because it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Ooh, 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 ooh. There are lights everywhere. Oh no! Oh no! There we go. Lights are everywhere. All right, so wow, thank you guys for helping me do my hair. Thank you. Thank And why do I keep doing my hair like a little girl? Because that's the easiest thing for me to do right now, and it doesn't fall down. And I cannot keep on doing my hair every day. That is not going to happen. So that's why I'll keep on doing my Afro puffs. Uh huh. Well, it looks like good night. But before I say good night, guess what? In the morning, prayer time starts at 6 o'clock. This morning, I was happy to see the people that joined me. this morning. I was happy to see the people that joined me this morning. I hope to see you join me in the morning too at 6 a.m. And in the morning, I've got therapy, so I've got to actually get up and get out. You just did what? Oh, your Afro puffs? Your Afro puffs? Now I got to let my hair dry some. That's the only thing about doing my hair at night. My hair takes a long time to dry. I probably need to go up under the dryer. But yeah, I hope you took care of your little hair, and I guess you tied it down with your do rag. I need to take my medicine before I forget that because I came home after the time I usually take my evening medicine. But I'm glad you took care of your hair. It's always funny when I've heard people say, I have a bald head, so I don't need to wash my hair. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I've heard people say that. I don't think everyone says that. I hope everyone doesn't say that. But just because you're bald does not mean you don't need to wash your hair. Your hair is below your skin surface, it's still there. I'm just saying, you still should shampoo your bald hair. Because you can like still get like dandruff if you don't take care of your head. Even though you're bald, you can still like develop that dandruff like stuff if you don't like wash your. I guess you don't have to use shampoo, but it probably you might want to use shampoo. I know some people just kind of wash their head with whatever they're washing with. I've seen that too, but anyway, just a public service announcement. Just because you don't see your hair doesn't mean that you don't have any, because it's under the skin. The follicles are there. Unless you get them removed, they're still there hiding under the skin. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Morning prayer time is at what time? 6 a.m. And I would like to see you there. That means I'm getting ready to get out of here. And I thank you so much for helping me get through this hair ordeal. You would never know how much I appreciate you being here with me when I struggle with my hair or when you see me struggling to do anything. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being with me while I struggle with my hair after washing it. Only the 4C hair girls will understand. Now, if your texture is a little bit different, all hair is beautiful, but the 4C hair just has a little bit more duty, a lot more duty. Bye. Thank you for joining. More love, more joy, more peace to you and yours until we meet again. Until we meet again. Bye for now.